The current state of Fortnite creative maps is just kinda sad to look at. Everywhere you look, all you will see is AI generated images, red versus blue maps, and a bunch of slop content that only exists to turn a profit. Thanks, I hate it. I often see Fortnite creative compared to Roblox, which has a very similar problem. However, in Roblox, buried underneath the thousands of mindless cash grabs, there are legitimately good games like Doors or Terminal. Games made by people who actually care about making fun experiences with thought-out level design. There are people who want to use these creative tools to make good games. The issue being that these maps are drowned out by slop like Tycoon games, Horse Plinko, and Sonic Feet Simulator. What do you mean Zach made this one? Just like Roblox, I know that there are good creative games in Fortnite, and my goal here is to share those with you. Maps that are legitimately interesting without relying on memes to get your attention. I'm not looking for slop, I'm looking for content. Don't get me wrong, just like everyone else, I enjoy some good slop from time to time. But that's not what these maps are. These maps are the best that Fortnite Creative has to offer. Let's start things off with a map that you've probably heard of before. Havoc Hotel 1, 2, and 3. These maps are all made by the Terra creators, a division of TerraVision Games, which is a legitimate game studio that publishes real video games. Surprisingly, actual game developers know how to make a good game. The premise of Havoc Hotel is simple. You clear through rooms of enemies without dying to make it to the end, and whatever money you make during a run you could then use for upgrades to make the next run easier. Meaning that this is not a roguelike, it is a roguelite, but I'll put my pedantic comments away for now. It's a fairly straightforward map, but it can be surprisingly difficult. I would highly recommend that you play these maps in order because these maps drastically increase in difficulty. The first map is fairly challenging, but then the second map is brutal, and the third map is so hard, me and my friends still haven't beaten it yet. I will say, you can find other maps in this similar style, like Bank Heist or Xeno Legends, but they just don't hit the same way that Havoc does. But don't get me wrong, those are still good maps. But the main map I'd recommend everyone try is Havoc Hotel. Now, when I was first messing around with Chapter 6's new movement system, I literally said, it's like they added Mirror's Edge to Fortnite. And apparently, I'm not the only person who thought that. Rift Edge is a parkour map with the same rooftop running vibes as Mirror's Edge. It's so refreshing seeing a Fortnite parkour map that has actual level design and it's not just walking around spike traps. The map starts with a slow introduction to the new movement mechanics, and throughout the map provides twists and challenges on these mechanics. You can just tell how much care was put into these obstacles and the level design. I also love the variety in the visuals. You start off inside of a building and then go out into sunsetting rooftops, that then turns into a rainy night with neon signs. Then the sun comes back up as you're running through a construction site with tight walls and a friend to say hi to. Oh, look at me hostels! Look at her go. Then the map ends with what is basically a free roam area with multiple different ways to get to the end. It's not a very long map, but that just makes it more fun to speedrun to see how fast you can get to the end. Here's my fastest time, 3 minutes and 36 seconds. That doesn't put me on the leaderboards or anything, but maybe it's a time that you can beat. If you're quick enough, that is. Our next map is called Outpost Free For All. This is an incredibly basic free-for-all map. There was no other players playing this map, so I had to get a group of friends together to play it. You can pick from a few different classes, and then you just run around shooting each other. No gimmicks, no twists. Just a bog standard free-for-all map, and I loved it. There are so many maps that try to reinvent the wheel, trying to create some wholly new experience, but man, sometimes I just want to shoot my friends on a simple map, and that is exactly what this is. This person also had another map that had the kill switches in it, so we had a few kill switch only matches on this fucking tiny ass map, and it was such a blast to play.
I dodged that second shot, you gotta admit. I dodged that shit.
I dodged it by emoting, like a cool person.
If you're looking for something incredibly simple that you can get going with just a few friends, I would highly recommend this map. Also, In case you're wondering how I found such an obscure map, I put a post out asking for any interesting maps, and this one was suggested by Kang. Rift's Edge was suggested by Scooter Melon, DS Dork, and Mecha Strike Navigator, and Havoc Hotel was suggested by a lot of people. All the maps in this video I did find through this post. Okay, so now you might be asking, what exactly was I looking for when I was going through these suggestions? Like, what were the guidelines I followed to determine if a map was worth mentioning? It was 3 basic rules. No AI on the thumbnail, no scummy behavior, and a genuine interest in making something. The first 2 were self-explanatory. If I saw AI in the thumbnail, I didn't even bother. And for no scummy behavior, if I saw something shady like a fake follower goal or being locked out of progress until I favorited the creator's page, I did not want to recommend it. Lastly, the third qualifier was if I could tell if the map was made with a genuine love for creation. There are some maps that are purposefully made with the algorithm in mind, like Meme Royale or Sigma Tycoon 2. These are well-made maps, but they just feel like they were just made for clicks. They're like a clickbaity YouTube video that kind of pays off what they promise. As good as these maps can be, they were clearly made to turn a profit. No, what I was looking for were maps that have fun and enjoyment as a bigger priority than turning a profit. Games made by people who cared about making something good and interesting instead of getting a high player count. Anyway, back to the list I made. Next up, made by the same people as Lumberjack Heroes, this is Ninjastorm. This is a top-down game where you try to survive through hordes of creatures while leveling up your weapons in the process, and Vampire Survivors. This is just Vampire Survivors. I guess if you're gonna rip off something good. And also something I've already put a lot of time into. What makes Ninjastorm stand out is the mid-match objectives that help shake things up. Things like mini-bosses, supply drops, and short and simple mini-games keep the run interesting. If you're looking for a game to sink your teeth into, this is one of them. There are so many upgrades and weapons to unlock, and there's a bunch of different stages to play through on different levels. I will warn you, a run can take a while to complete, but that time just flies by with everything they throw at you. If you're looking for a free alternative to Vampire Survivors, play Hollow Cure, but if you want one in Fortnite, then I'd recommend Ninjastorm. Next up is Pixel Shock Arena. This one was recommended by no one. I saw this one on a YouTube channel called C Dave Run. He is a Fortnite content creator who focuses on exploring Fortnite creative maps. This is also someone who tries to highlight creative maps that are interesting, so if you want more map suggestions, I would highly recommend you check out his channel. Anyways, Pixel Shock is a fast-paced first-person arena shooter, similar to Quake. And you know it's a good arena shooter when every kill feels like a jump scare.
Okay, yeah, I might be on the other side of the map.
There are 4 maps with 4 game modes that are randomly selected at the start of each round, and the first player to 15 points wins. The maps are well designed and have nice variety to them. Some of them are more open, others are more closed off. And the game modes range from basic deathmatch to mammoth pistols only. No matter the game mode or the map, every single match in this map just feels hectic and chaotic. Also, just a heads up, the baseball bat is a one-tap. So if you see someone flying around like a Gmod character, you should be scared. This map is incredibly fun, and it is criminal that more people don't play it more often.
I'm whiffing me shots, SpongeBob! SpongeBob me Bob, I'm fucking whiffing!
I whiffed in there!
I'm whiffing in there! Am I going to get punished?
And now, the final map I'm gonna show you is probably the most interesting. It has such an interesting take on the Battle Royale concept, and the craziest part? This map was made by CypherPK. One of Us is a semi-team-based Battle Royale type of thing. The whole lobby is split up into different smaller maps to fight each other, except when you eliminate someone, they then join your team. When every area only has one team left, they then face off in one massive and hectic fight. And in case your whole team is dog water, the last surviving member of the team is then given a chance to turn things around by 1v1ing everyone else on the remaining team. It's such an interesting and weird concept that I can't help but be interested in it. This map is not incredible or anything, and yeah, some of the team names are a little cringe.
And you know what else is massive?
Oh, shut the fuck up. However, this is a legitimately interesting take on the Battle Royale format. Like, it feels like something Epic themselves would make for a limited time event. If I was better at build mode and actually stood a chance in these fights, I would absolutely be playing more of this. If there was a zero build version of this, I'd play the hell out of it. And those are all the maps I wanted to recommend. At the end here, I do want to mention that a few well-made maps don't change the fact that most Fortnite creative maps are filled to the brim with garbage. But that doesn't change the fact that these tools can be used to create some incredible maps. These maps don't get nearly the same player counts as some of the other slop, which is why I wanted to bring attention to them. There are people using these tools for good. It's just hard to find them. Like Meme Elevator. I'm sorry, this map really didn't hit my criteria, but I had a lot of fun going through this, and I only felt comfortable recommending it at the very end of the video. I'm sorry. I wanted to stay focused on like the really well-made stuff, but like this is also a good map. Please go try it. Anyway, I love you and goodbye.